Greetings fellow engineers, this is Sid Chaos here with you. I'm going to do a quick little tutorial on some different little methods on getting dynamic stuff built without too much of a headache. Alright, so let's jump right in. I've got some little platform stage out, got my crane set up. First thing we're going to do, we're just going to build a simple little cart. Simple little box cart, 4 wheels, little box. It's going to be easy to build. We're just going to build it 3 times. So here's what I was talking about on the forums. This video is originally for someone on the Steam forums. The user MarkBoy123 was having problems with exactly how to build dynamic objects, and it can be a bit of a headache. So here's the 3 methods that were proposed. Now here's what I was talking about. Here's what I like to do. This is better for smaller stuff, mind you. Once you get to a certain weight, this can cause some headaches doing it like this. As you can see, I've just got a little kind of a table set up here. One of the good things about building like this is this little table I've got is the jig. You can rig your jig up to fit for anything, to work for anything. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start. Oh, how many was that? Okay, there's 10, there's 9. We're going to spawn the first piece, press J to go dynamically. Oh, this mouse hates me. And just plop that right on top of there. Now hit J again to snap back to the grid, because we're going to start building onto this dynamic piece. Let's just put 2 on each side. Oh, here we go with the mouse. Now, as you can see, I'm able to build on top of this, no problem. So this is basically just going to be a box cart, not where I've got there 9x7. And let's just do a little ridge on this here. Tell you what, I don't know how many else out there is going to be affected by this, but when they get survival mode done to a point where it's worth playing, I'm gonna have problems. I'm gonna be so used to flying around by then. Come on. I apologize if my movements are a bit herky-jerky at times. I spilt coffee on my really nice mouse the other day. Have yet to replace it, so I'm using this very subpar backup wireless one. Alright, so there's your most basic cart. And now this is already a dynamic object. Okay. You can see I can nudge this around. Now I could nudge it off the platform. That's a little dangerous. You could also put slopes on your jig to ease it down. But if you're in creative mode... Oh wait, that's the wrong sides. I'm about to create a disaster. Hold on. If you're in creative mode, why not get a crane? This is the one I've built. It's on Workshop. If you need a crane, don't want to build one, look on Workshop. Mine is one of many that is more than fit for purpose, very well made. There's a lot on there. So there we go. And now I can just hoist this up and set it back down on the ground. Oh, except I didn't hook it to the wheel, did I? That's alright. What's the point of having a split boom? Nice and gentle. There we go. And there we go. There is your dynamic cart. Whatever you need to make. On the ground and ready to go. Now, of course, as you can see, for something like that, you don't need a big crane. For little stuff, now especially once survival gets to be a thing and we're all counting resources, building a simple little frame up over this to lift it up, straight up, and then deleting this jig, setting it straight back down, more than a viable option. You don't need a big crazy crane for that to work. Alright. Now the next method here, I believe this is what Donkey Onky was talking about. This is pretty much what you're going to see in every metal shop. So this is all, of course, this is a platform, and if you're going to do this, it is a good idea to cover the stone in wood, since the wood blocks we're using are apparently made of titanium and or adamantium, and can go right through the stone from a 2-foot drop. So if you're going to do this, it's a good idea to coat it with wood like this. Wood hits wood. That impact is okay. Wood hitting stone, that impact is nuts right now. The only other thing about doing it like this is you really want to have a plan for what you're building before you start building, because that's going to be important. You're going to want to keep it low down so there's not much of a drop when you delete this central peg. So I'm just going to do the same thing here. Start building, but as you can see, it's not yet a dynamic object. It is still part of this static base for the time being. But the way the engine works is that when things are broken, deleted, anything like that, it doesn't matter if it's via destruction or via a connecting block being deleted, once there's a disconnection made, any pieces left over then become dynamic objects. So that's why this works. Let's see, we're going to throw our axles on here again real quick. Doop-a-doop. This is like the most horrible cart ever. I know. Ain't not the boat to be purty. See, I think I probably made this a little too high. This might break. You know, if I was actually paying attention to what I was doing and planning things out like I had said to, I would have made this central post a couple blocks smaller. Probably about 3. But it survived. And as you can see, now that it's broken away, now that that connecting block's been deleted, the remainder, being the cart, is now a dynamic object just like any other. So there you go. Again, this is better for smaller stuff. It's better if you know what you're doing ahead of time. Really, once you get past a certain size, that's not going to be good, because you're going to end up breaking stuff when you drop it, even if it's a small drop. Of course, that might get better as they, you know, as they start to polish some of the hitboxes, as they start to polish some of the collision detection and the destruction and the way all that works. That's probably going to get better. So that's probably going to be a much more viable method for even for bigger stuff. The last was what Raven was talking about. Raven Q posted this. Let's just build the thing into the ground. But for something, a cart or something like that, that's going to have wheels, you're going to want to build it upside down. So what we're going to do is we're going to start. Let me get my view. Let me get my view proper here. Oh, you see, and I already mucked it up. Oh, did I leave myself enough room here? I might not have. I hope so. I can duck. What? I can't tell if that's facing the right way. Now for bigger objects, it works with the cart. For bigger objects, if you're doing something really big, you're not going to want this little central post. You're going to want to build the framework straight on the ground. Either way works. If you need a little bit of room, you can make a little central post like this, because when you respawn it, what you're going to do is you're going to flip it. You're going to flip it around. So you can flip it around, delete that post, just like this. I'll show you. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come up here. Ooh. Well, I've got ninja skills. Sly like a fox. Okay. Enough of that business. So let's blueprint it. Okay. Now when we come over here and spawn it, as you can see, it's going to snap to the grid because it was blueprinted. But we can easily flip it over and then press J, just like anything else, and spawn it dynamically. Of course, now I'm having some issues getting it. Oh, it wants to spawn in up there. There we go. Well, it broke. Let's see if I can't get this. Well, now we're having a little bit of a glitch. Okay, there it is, static. I think this is happening because of the way I blueprinted it. Let me try and... There we go. There we go. I was just too close when I made the blueprint. Alright. Sorry about that. Now you can see it's static, and what you can do is always come back and delete this and remake the blueprint, delete the other one out of your list, and there you go. Don't you love the glitch of physics? Love the glitch of physics. Alright. Well, hope that helped, and thanks for joining me. Stay tuned. I'm probably going to be doing some more tutorials and some builds and all kinds of crazy stuff planned in the future with this game. Alright, thanks for tuning in.